Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Movies and Margaritas. My name is Bill, and yes, Friday has finally arrived, and it's Margarita Friday. And as advertised, my friend Jose has arrived. Now, I think I need to be topped off a little bit. I think I'm on my third or fourth take of this video now, trying to get this up to you guys, and yeah, you have to excuse me if things don't come out exactly too clear. But let's take another sip anyway. Oh boy. Let's get started. Okay. Now, what are we talking about today? We're talking about Thundercats, my all-time favorite 1980s cartoon. It doesn't matter actually what decade. It's my favorite cartoon of all time. I'm a kid at heart. I still love cartoons, whether it be, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron, He-Man. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to Thundercats, this is my favorite series, my favorite cartoon series of all time. Now we have Lion-O, the Lord of the Thundercats, the leader, the main man. We have Panther, the mechanic, the muscle of the team. We have Cheetara, the quick. She's the fastest member of the team. And we have Tigra. He is the engineer. He is the scientist, basically, of the team. Now, I got these figures a few years ago. I love these figures. I wish they'd make more, but unfortunately, they have not made any more. That'd be great. I would love to get the rest of the team. Behind me, if you guys can see, we do have the Evil Mutants and Mumra, the Ever Living. But we're gonna keep those guys separate because I don't want any fights breaking out on this table. I gotta keep this joint classy. So let's talk. What are Thundercats? Now, Thundercats, 1985 to 1989, 130 glorious animated episodes, animated in Japan. Everything else done in the United States, but you definitely see the Japanese influence with that animation. Another influence that definitely you see more when you get older and you think back with this show, or you see episodes now. There are similarities to Star Wars. Not a lot, but there are some. Namely, the relationship between Lion-O and Jaga the Wise. Now, Jaga becomes a spirit later on not really later on, pretty much early on, kind of in the pilot episode, I guess you could say, for the series. But he always keeps coming back, visiting Lion-O in spirit form. Lion also carries the Sword of Omens with the mystic eye of Thundera embedded in it. And you see that similarity because Luke Skywalker has his lightsaber. Luke Skywalker is also visited by Obi-Wan Kenobi when Obi-Wan is in Force Ghost form. Now, how does the show begin? When the pilot episode Exodus, the planet Thundera is destroyed. It explodes. But these guys have escaped. And on their ship, which is the flagship, carrying not only them, but also the mystic eye of Thundera, the Sword of Omens with the mystic eye of Thundera. Now, Lion-O, he's just a young boy at this point. He still has not grown up into the adult leader that he will become. Now, their flagship is attacked by the Evil Mutants. Yeah, those nasty guys behind me. There's damage done to their ship. Now, their ship is on a course to meet up with other fellow countrymen, other Thunderians, on a new home. But because of the damage that is taken to their ship, because of the Evil Mutants, now they need to find a new destination, a new home. And this home is about 10 light years away, and they call it Third Earth. Now, there are similarities. Now, whether or not this is actually our Earth, that's up to speculation. When you do finally meet Mumra, you do see overhead shot of his pyramid. Right next to it, you do see the Great Sphinx. So I guess you can kind of say that it's our Earth, but after like many, many years and a lot of, things that have happened, changes within, on our planet, but it's never. I guess you're supposed to know. You're supposed to understand and figure that it is, but it's never. It's never really mentioned and discussed within on the show. Now on this trip, because it is a long journey, they need to go into these stasis capsules, but they're going to sleep through this duration of this trip. But Jaga, because he is older, he realized that this is a one-way ticket for him. He cannot make this trip. Even if he makes it, he's going to be older. There's just no way it's going to happen. Because yes, even if he was to get into a stasis chamber, some aging does occur, which is why Lion-O, when landing, is now in adult form. He might be an adult in body form, but his mind is still that of a child. He has a lot of learning to do, to become a leader, become a great leader, the Lord of the Thundercats. And that's another similarity with Star Wars, is that Luke has a lot of growing up to do, a lot of learning to do. Same here with Lion-O. Now Jaga pilots the ship for as long as he can before his body he can't go any longer. Then he just vaporizes, into the air. Becomes a ghost, becomes the ghost form. And he's able to put the ship onto autopilot before it crash lands. Upon landing, Lion-O is now older. He summons the Thundercats out of their pods, and they attack the evil mutant. They fight off the evil mutants, because the evil mutants have followed them to their new home. And that is the basis for so many episodes. It's the Thundercats against the evil mutants, or Thundercats against Mumra and one of Mumra's evil plans. But there are other villains that pop up within the show. Most notably later on in the later episodes are the Lunatics. The Lunatics, they're a lot of fun to watch. The design on those characters is crazy. It's good. We also had the Berserkers. The Berserkers are like a band of pirates, and they're good, led by Hammerhand. The designs on this show and the artwork is fantastic. It's still, to me, at least to me, it holds up, and it's still. It's just it takes me back when I see it. I'm like, oh, I remember that episode. Oh, I remember this. I remember that. It's just, it's great. For some people, it's like when people say they have like a favorite like comfort food that they like to eat, or people have like a comfort, they grab a blanket, like that's their their comfort item. To me, this is a comfort. This is, I'm having a bad day, pop on Thundercats, take me back to that time, an innocent time in my life. And, and it's still true today. I mean, I popped this on a few weeks ago, and I love it. Guys, I love this show. It still means a lot to me. I love, collecting these guys and being able to see them, because it just makes me feel like a kid. Like I said, I'm a kid at heart. I love this stuff. Now, I do have the 4 DVD box sets of the show, and let's take a look and see what they are. But before I start, if anybody, and I mean anybody from Warner Brothers who owns the rights to this show is watching this small, just beginning YouTube show known as Movies and Margaritas, please restore these episodes. Please put them on Blu-ray. I will pay any price. I want these looking the best they can and put on Blu-ray so I can love this show for a generation to come, and I can leave this, for my kids, to watch this show also. Kids, grandkids, whatever. I just want this show to live on and people realize how good this is. Now, let's get started. Let's look at this. Now, we have 2 seasons. Now, the seasons are broken into 2 parts. We have Season 1, Volume 1, Season 1, Volume 2, and the same on for Season 2. Season 1, and you see there's like a lenticular cover. And I think it looks great. It was always a selling point to me when I first got them. These came out in like the mid-2000s. So my boxes are a little bit beat up. But I still think they're great. And we got the back. And you can see it's like three individual cases with multiple discs inside. And that stays same. That stays true for the other volumes as well. Just different lenticular on the front, different colors on the packaging, different artwork on the back. Hopefully, I'm hoping that you guys can see the lenticular because I really want to shine through. The lenticular is really, really nice on these. Okay, let's see. We can see one more time. All right. Let's look at now. We got Season 2, Volume 1. Now, Season 2, Volume 1 has a nice lenticular as well. There we go. Check that one out. Oh, I think I'm starting to feel all those margaritas, guys. I'm telling you. I'm starting to feel pretty good. After multiple takes of not getting it right and then getting one. Yeah, it's crazy. But I do love my margaritas. And here's the last one. Alright. There we go. And the back. Okay. Let's slide these on out of the way here. Again, I would really like to see these remastered into a Blu-ray. Like, in all seriousness, I think they would look fantastic. Really, really, really nice. What else about this show makes it takes me back. I love the design of these characters. This show, it's to me, one word, amazing. I know there's a lot of other cartoons out there, but to me, this is where my heart is with Thundercats. There's so many great episodes, guys. Some of my favorite ones are actually the multiple part episodes, where you have one episode. It's the Anointment Trials. It's a 5-part series, and it's Lion-O having to go against each member of the Thundercats in different tests, trying to prove that he is worthy of being the Lord of the Thundercats. I mean, he faces Panthro, who, this guy right here, my favorite character in the Thundercats. He faces him in a test of strength. He faces Tigra, basically in who can outsmart the other one. And Tigra's very intelligent, so it's a battle basically of intelligence. And Chitara, it's a race. He has to beat her in a race, and she's a cheetah, so that's a good episode. He has to use some smarts in order to be able to get past her. But that's one of my favorite 5-part series, as well as Thundercats Ho, which is like a Thundercats movie that was broken up into 5 parts, which introduces the new Thundercats that they find Thunderians actually landed there, refugee Thunderians that they didn't realize were there on the planet as well. Pumira, Bengali, and Linkso. And I wish they would make figures for them, because that would be great to really complete the team. We don't have Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Unfortunately, they didn't make them. But, I'm happy with the ones that I do have. So I can't complain. There's another single episode known as the Tower of Traps, which has for the most of it, it's majority of it is Lion-O, Wily Kit, and Wily Cat. When Wily Kit and Wily Cat come across this tower that this Baron had, and he set so many traps in here, and he captures Wily Cat, and Wily Cat has to track down Lion-O, and the two of them have to go through all these traps and these mazes just to find Wily Cat. A really fun episode, and the Lion and the Thundercats, the rest of the Thundercats do come in at the end of the episode and fighting off these gargoyles. It's fun. Those, to me, as much as I'm a fan of Mumra, I do love the episodes with Mumra. But for me, some of my favorite episodes don't have Mumra in them. And some people might say that's crazy, but there are some episodes, like the Anointment Trials. A lot of those episodes didn't have Mumra in them. Thundercats Ho didn't really have Mumra in them. So, again, those episodes stand up. It doesn't matter if he's involved in the episode or not. It's still good. And this show, unlike a show that didn't have a definitive ending to it, this show finished strong. It was a decisive ending to it. And I love the ending of this. I don't want to say just in case somebody wants to go and, because you can, I mean, they don't have no longer, no longer can you get the 4 box set. Now it's just in 1 box set, which is nice. It's more condensed, and it's like $35. It's very cheap to pick up. For 130 episodes, it's a really good deal. And if you get a chance, please, by all means, check it out. But what more can I say? These guys, I got the shirt. I got the shirt. I got some. I have posters. I have. I had the Thundercat theme song as a ringtone on my, on my phone. So I'm a big fan, guys. I really, I can't stress it enough. I really want to get it out there. I have 2 daughters, 13 and 9, who I've shown episodes to over the years, and my oldest, actually, her favorite is Chitara. And if I can get if my kids wind up, liking this as well, then that's great. If I can pass it along and keep that going, and for generations to know about the Thundercats, then I'll be happy. And there's really not a whole lot more I can say. Like I said, this was definitely one of the things I want to talk about on this channel. There's other things too, but this was definitely one of my highlights that I wanted to definitely bring out and get more people, back onto the Thundercat bandwagon, and show just how great the show is. A lot of fun. The adventures on the show, the character. I mean, they come across. They meet Hachiman. They meet the snowman at Hook Mountain. I'm sorry, guys. I think a little too much of the old Jose getting to me. Snowman of Hook Mountain. They meet the Burbles. They meet so many other characters within the show. I can't even it goes on, and the guys that they fight besides Mummer and the mutants, the Lunatics and Mongor and Driller and Pumra, the evil impersonator Thundercat. There's just so many great episodes. And I know I'm probably feeling like I'm rambling on right now, but it's a Friday. I'm feeling good from the Jose, and I'm getting to talk about Thundercats, and that makes me very, very happy. So, guys, I'm going to try to get another episode up. I want to talk about, I have picked up New Mutants recently on 4K, so I want to do a review on that, and I want to talk about that movie. So look forward to that. Maybe later tonight I'll try to get that up as well. If not, it'll be over the weekend sometime, because that's a movie that I feel that people should really check out. It went through a lot of developmental hell, to get out to get released finally, and it's worth checking out. So please be on the lookout for that one. But guys, I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. Hopefully by the time I do a next video, Jose will have left the body there, and I'll sober myself up. But guys, in all honesty, in all seriousness, take care. Have a nice weekend. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care.